Hi, welcome to Cooking with Justice. I am Justice, your master chef, and today's episode we're going to be making vegan chocolate chip oatmeal pecan cookies. Now everybody's been requesting this, so here we go. We're going to start off with some Earth Balance, which you can pick up at Trader Joe's. If not, you can look around your grocer and see if they have anything that's vegan with no milk at all in it, and you can use that type of spread. This is Earth Balance. Goes for about $3.29, $4.29. $4.29 for organic, and I think $3.99 for non-organic style. We're using the organic one, and this is vegan, so we're going to be using this in place of butter. And we're going to be using organic brown sugar and organic white sugar, or your standard sugar from Trader Joe's. So we're going to get started with that, and we're going to start with the Earth Balance. We're starting with 1/3 of a cup of this. So that's 1/3 of this. So it comes out to about right there, that equals to 4 ounces. So this is 4 ounces that we took out of here. And you want it at room temperature. You don't really want to melt it or anything. You just want it to go to room temperature. Once it's at room temperature, you can start adding the sugar. And now we're going to be adding about 1/2 cup of brown sugar. So we're going to put that in here. So we got about roughly 1/2 cup of brown sugar, and we're going to do 1/4 of white sugar. Let's see, this one got 1/4. Some measuring cups have 1/4, some don't. This one does right here. So we can do about 1/4 a cup of this one. So 1/4 cup of white sugar. So we got that. Get our spoon. Start mixing that all together. So you just really want to get this mixed together really good. So we got this all mixed together. The vegan spread and the brown sugar and the white sugar. That's all mixed together really well. So next up, we're going to be using about some vanilla extract. Make sure you get some vanilla extract, not vanilla extract substitute or imitation. You don't want that stuff. You want the real deal. So we're going to use about a tablespoon of vanilla extract. I like vanilla extract. That's about a tablespoon. The more vanilla, the better. So we're just going to mix that all together. And in place of eggs, we can use some applesauce. So I got one of these organic applesauces from Trader Joe's. Go for about $1.99 for a 6-pack. And what I use is about 3/4 of this cup. Not the whole cup. So use about 3/4 of that cup. Leave about that much left over. Maybe you can get that to the kids or something if you have kids. If not, you can finish it off. So we're going to mix that together. So that's in place of the eggs, since we're vegan. So now that we did that, that's all been taken care of. So now, what we can do now is we can start off with the flour. We're going to use a 1/2 cup. 1/2 cup of flour. So we use a half cup, put that in there. And we've got baking soda. And with baking soda, I really don't care. You don't have to use that much. They usually ask for a teaspoon. We'll use about a half a teaspoon or a couple of sprinkles. I always put a pinch of it. And that'll be about it for me for the baking soda. And a little salt, even though about a teaspoon of salt or a half a teaspoon. I go very light on these items. So we just mix all that together. So see, all this is all mixed together and ready to add in the next ingredients, and that is oatmeal. So we're gonna add in 1.5 cup of oatmeal. So we added all that in. And now we're going to add in chocolate chips. And make sure these chocolate chips are semi-sweet, and make sure there's no milk in them. Some chocolate chips have milk in them, and they're not considered vegan. So we're going to add a half a cup. Ha-ha! And we're going to add a half a cup of pecans. Put all those in. It's about a half cup. Put those in. And now we're going to just stir this all up. You can set your oven to 375. 350 to 375 is a good safe temperature for your vegan cookies. And you can cook these at around 10 to 12 minutes. Make sure you don't burn them. So now we got the mixture. And it's also good to have a nice baking pan or baking sheet. This one's by KitchenAid, and it's a real nice, durable baking sheet. You don't really have to grease these tight because they're really good made. So you just take a scoop, dab on there just like that. That's a big cookie. Make them the size you like best. I like big cookies. If you have little children, you may want to make little cookies. They say big cookie. So these are some pretty big cookies right here. So I got 4 cookies. You can make 12 to 14, small sized cookies for this batch right here. I just made big cookies, so you can make a good 8 big cookies or 12 to 14 smaller cookies. So we're going to put this in the oven at 350, 375 and let it bake from 10 to 12 minutes. Check in on it to make sure it's not burning, depending on your altitude, where you live. You live in Colorado, I know there's different fluctuations and so forth. Well, anyway, we're going to put this in the oven, and when we come back, we'll show you what they look like. Be right back. Hi, we back with Cooking with Justice. We got the cookies out of the oven after 10 to 12 minutes, I stated. We may have to go a little bit longer, more like 15 to 20 minutes, since these were bigger cookies. But usually it's about 10 to 15 minutes for smaller cookies. I know I said 10 to 12, but it's usually 10 to 15. And for bigger cookies, you know, a little bit longer. So these are the cookies right here. So we're going to take them out right now. So I let them cool for like 10 minutes and they come right off. They look just like this. Really, it's good to invest in a nice pan. So they look just like this. All nice and golden brown. You can just open them up like this. Nice, very nice. Very nice cookie. So there you have it. The vegan chocolate chip pecan oatmeal cookie. And I mean to tell you, they're really good. Nice. Very nice and soft. Very delicious. Chewy. And there you have it. I'm Justice, your master chef. Thanks for watching Cooking with Justice, and please subscribe. Have a good day and good night.